I am quiet because I'm not sure whether I am live. Fucking give me any indication, please. Something. There it is. Okay. Cool. Let's hear my disgusting voice. Cool. Oh, let's hear. Wonderful. Fucking revolting. Okay, cool. So I am avoiding responsibilities because I initially wanted to, or what the fuck? Everybody's already here. Hello, Blue Mars. Hello, Troubledos. God damn, real Viggy Fammers. Right. I'm getting really tired of saying that, to be honest. The more I say it, the more cringe it is. But at this point, I'm committed, and it's a joke I made, fucking in passing, a year ago, and now it's actually legit. But holy shit, yes, welcome to the two of you who've already arrived first, indeed. Indeed. Although Blue Mars was there ahead of you, but yes, first. But yeah, I'm avoiding my main recording responsibilities of like the portrait stuff I'm doing. Yes, we're all committed to the bit. Thank you. Thank you. All right. 10 years from now, you guys will be in the Hall of Fame. It won't mean anything, but you'll be there. That's for sure. But yeah, anyways, I'm running away from my responsibilities of doing my main drawing. Primarily because I have to wake up early tomorrow. So I thought this would be a short stream, i.e., just an hour, right? And I'll do the imagination drawing thing. And I think that should be fun, right? And what am I thinking about? Well, now I can actually apply my fucking portrait practice, which is the box, the sphere inside the box, and the center line, right? Again, I don't really know how to draw a nose, but I mean, at this point, I've clearly fucking drawn enough of those center lines to vaguely remember, right? Even though this looks like ass and my lines are horrendous, I already fucked it up. But yeah, anyways, yeah, that's why I'm here, right? And I'm really trying to think about, to be honest, like I have no idea how to draw a face because I haven't even gotten to that point in the portrait roadmap. But we'll just have to kind of fuck around and find out, right? As long as we keep trying. This is obviously gonna be like, this is quote unquote scary for me, right? But yeah, yeah, I'm just not doing the main portrait thing today, and it's a Monday. I already have 3 videos that are gonna be queued, so either way, we're good in terms of the backlog for the time being. But it's actually really difficult to think about because I've never actually done portraiture, right? Like this guy's face is already giant. Like his nose is already way bigger than it should have been, which is good because that means I can. Let's see, what can I do here, right? Because I do recall. Well, I do say, sure, I do say that. And then maybe chin, right? My internet is terrible. I'm going to bed. I just came to say hi. No worries, no worries. Have a wonderful sleep, right? Hope your internet gets fixed soon enough so you can come back and always be watching my content, right? I'm a bit tired today. Socially, right? I'm still mentally very active, but I don't have my usual whoop-de-doo and Viggy thing going on. So do please understand. And I'm obviously trying new things right now, right? And who knows how this is gonna work. I actually don't know how, because not as if I have understanding of gesture or anything, right? But trying to make sense of this. And by gesture, I mean like gesture of just the fucking face. Obviously, this is kind of like my cop out. I just draw shitty. I'm also an artist. Hello, Rohit. How are you? Wonderful to see that you are also an artist. I'm doing, sir, I'm doing till 7 years. Oh, I'm Jewing for 10, so you should watch yourself. Shalom. Right. Yeah, cool. That's a lot of experience you have there. Good shit. Let's see. Maybe I could try a braid, right? And this is all just genuinely me kind of fucking around and trying to keep some idea of fundamentals in mind, right? Some. I always draw giant noses. I realize I have some bad habits. For example, that example of an eye, not a 3D eye. Oh, like the 2D thing? Yeah, I mean it's difficult because again, like dude, I literally have not actually gone through the portrait roadmap. So the fact that I'm even doing this is just a testament to how powerful form is. Not even like the portrait roadmap yet, but just form, right? But I think I can understand a little bit, that's for sure. I'm gonna try like the Karl Kapinski thing, where he makes the eyes like very sort of subtle. And let's see. Okay, so that's obviously the face. This helmet is a bit odd. Again, how do we make this look, right? No idea. No idea. So you're my teacher, I'm your student, but I'm not consistent. Age 15 will send my drawings to your teacher. I'm not a fucking teacher. Send shit to me if you want me to generally have like an opinion and try to give you help. I'm not a fucking teacher. Do not give me that title yet. Right? Maybe in a few years. Not few, sorry. Maybe in 10, 20 years I'll be an authority, right? Possibly. But I'm not fucking authority right now, bro. What the fuck? But this is actually pretty cool. This isn't looking too bad. Right? Troubloto says, so I'm practicing rotating and modifying complex shapes in space so I can later understand 3D things properly. Yeah, that's the only way to go about it, to be honest, right? When it like it's always just do you understand form? That's like 90% of the the things that come about. And I am allowing myself to flow a bit freely today. Or always, but like especially today, I'm trying to focus on just like and again, like you see, this is my not bad habit, but this is just like the habit that I have because I don't really understand ears. So I end up doing like kind of this weird half-assed impression of an ear, right? You guys will see a recurring theme, right? I'm from India. Yes, Rohit is an Indian name. I would assume so. Nice. Good shit. Good shit. Let's see. I draw with charcoal, graphite, pencil, and pencil color, and marker and watercolor drawing. God damn, that's a fuck ton of shit. What the fuck? I use pen and ink, just which is just the same pen, right? But now we see I made a mistake. Look how big I made the head. That would be awesome to be able to start a drawing from anywhere. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like I'm I'm like pretending I can. Like I'm pretending that I can do this right now, right? But as you can see, there's like not much that is actually understood at all. It's all just kind of bullshit. But now we've come across like an actual issue, which is I fucked up the size of this thing's head or this guy's head or whatever the fuck. So now we have to make it a lot larger, right? And I still messed it up here because the form is off there. And again, like I'm trying to think, but I'm also trying to be intuitive. And those two kind of don't go together for me right now because I that's a skill, right? So I'm struggling. Cyberfox W4D, I believe I've seen you before. Hello, 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 hello. Like fucking 20 emojis. Jesus Christ, bro. How about instead of emoting, you start drawing, huh? Everything fucking that? Dipshit. There you go. Give him an unnecessarily large brow ridge. And maybe we'll have hair here. Oh, fuck. That's what I get for talking shit. But you can see, like, I don't have the knowledge to draw portraits, so my lines are not only very unconfident, but I'm kind of like loosely being like, ah, ha, ha, informing lines because I don't know much, right? I'm very impressed by Kim Jong-gi doing some simple lines and then suddenly it appears on the page. It's very satisfying. It seems like magic. That's the thing. It seems like magic, but it's decades of understanding forms, right? And also experimentation, you know? So that's the beauty of his art, is I genuinely believe that, and I mean, he's said it so many times, right? Yes, it has a big head. Yep. What goofy thing will you draw today? Whatever the fuck this is, right? I'm just trying to see what I can do. I mean, the ear's already completely misplaced. You can like again, no, very little thinking evidently going on, right? But yeah, I'm just kind of vibing. But no, I'm obviously still thinking, and it's like this. I'm trying to find this balance between intuitively thinking and extuitively thinking. The fuck, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Trouble go to sleep, bro. Right, yes, bye, bye. Have a good one. Have a good one. I'll take care. I'll take care. But the goofy thing I'm drawing is just right now. I'm just trying to find that balance between Viggy, my goat. Hey, EVG. No support from parents, but my mind. No art is part of your life. Yeah, well, that's the thing with Indian parents, right? Anything that isn't doctor, lawyer, engineer gets the shaft. That's life, brother. You just got to continue onwards, anyways. Nobody will give a shit until you actually have the skill, right? to do something. That's just how it is. It's like this channel right now. Nobody cares about what I draw until suddenly it's like, oh, he's kind of drawing like, oh, he's really drawing like him. Oh shit, he's like an extremely excellent draftsman. Holy shit, how do you do it? Lo and behold, fucking 10K videos of just how I did it and constantly saying that anybody can do it. Now it's like, oh, now I think I'm gonna listen to him. Now I think he has something to say. And that's the way it should be. Nobody should listen to you if you don't have the results, right? And yes, it is nice. It'd be nice to live in a world where people see I fucked this up, by the way. I completely fucked this up. It'd be nice to live in a world where people would try to give you a chance based on your passion or whatever the fuck, but that's not the world we live in. We live in a world that wants you to provide results, right? Mainly. Let's see. Again, like you say, I made a fuck up, but it's like, oh, okay, kind of changed it a little bit. Still, kind of looks like a face, which is good, right? Maybe I can make this a little bit bigger. There's a lot of, again, lots of, there's a huge lack of confidence when it comes to this eye and everything in general. See, like you can see there's a huge lack of confidence. And I actually might have fucked this up completely. I feel as if it looked better before when it was very abstract. Yes, but I start to build no skill to earn money. I'm 15 age, but I didn't tell it to my parents because they don't support me, but I'll support myself. Very good, very good. That's the way it should be. You know, we should all be fortunate that if possible we can rely on others, but at the end of the day, you still have to rely on yourself. Now I see I don't know what this shadow is, and I should have thought about it, but it's too late, so I just have to commit. And maybe that does something, right? Still trying to keep it in perspective. What kind of drawing was it? Which kind of art you're drawing? Whatever, just random bullshit from imagination. That's what I'm drawing. That's what I'm drawing. Okay, so yeah, you guys can see the lack of confidence. I had no idea what I was doing here. We're just gonna have to blot that eye out. Right. Again, I don't understand portraiture, let it be clear. But hey, like I was like, oh, okay, kind of like a face and shadow, right? Kind of. And we'll have, I guess, little shadows here. But let's see. We'll support you. Join our Discord. Fuck yeah. I probably will message here and there just to be like, haha, look, I'm involving myself in the community, and then I'll fuck off for a very long time. Right? But you will be surprised to know I'm actually very polite online. It's not I'm not doing a fucking collab, fuck off. Okay? Barely have time for art. You think I'm gonna collaborate with anybody? Only famous people. Okay? It's why I suck Tyrion's dick. Broken draw, right? Only people who I can extract resources from. That's the reality. If he pulls up, I'm fucked. I'm gonna have to beg him to never just pretend like he never heard this. But either way, no, I'm good, bro. I honestly barely have time to draw as it is. Collaboration is a whole nother thing. Let's see. See, I don't know what I drew here. I actually don't know what this is, but I was like, oh, maybe there's something like this that could occur. Don't draw for making money, do it for pure love. No, wrong. Only ever do anything for money. And when you're disappointed, then, my child, only then can you do it for love. You must go through the hardships, is what I would say, but I actually don't know what I'm saying. Biggie, I got a new mouse. It's beautiful. Nice. What else did you get? And are you willing to give it to me for free? See, like, this is like my whole intuition bullshit. Okay, you have a great mindset. I'm gonna do collab with 1.51K subscriber person, same mindset. Yes, I know what bye means. I used to speak Hindi as a child. Thank you. Good shit, good shit. Okay, so I did this. Okay, that people are collaborating in my chat. I should have banned this when I had the chance. It's too late now. Okay, so I think this looks honestly pretty okay, considering I don't know what a fucking face looks like at all, right? Like that's not bad. I don't even know how to draw a goddamn face. I can draw this. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Is it great? No, but it's pretty good. Now, see, I did this without really thinking, so that's the problem. Where I was thinking, but I wasn't thinking too ahead of what I wanted to do, because I do have an idea. Like, I actually do have an idea. So what I need to do First, we need to get the neck attached. This guy's ears already fucking like misaligned. But let's see, maybe we can turn this into like a JoJo thing, right? Where his hair is actually part of his hat. Ooh, there you go. What if something like this? Yeah, do not turn to me for like portrait drawing yet. I will make a video like a year or two down the line showcasing exactly like everything that I did learn because I will be excellent in portrait drawing given enough time, right? That's the whole thing. Given enough time, I will be excellent. But this is just that like if anything, the main takeaway of what I'm drawing right now is oh shit, he doesn't know how to draw a face at all, yet he can draw this. Why? Because he understands form very well, right? So yeah, that's like the takeaway you should probably have here, or I would recommend you have here, because I actually don't understand form. Uh, sorry, I don't understand portraiture whatsoever. All right, but again, I'm trying to think about big dreams. What dreams? What the fuck are you talking about? Uh, but yeah, I'm also trying to think about gesture. This does look pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually starting to look pretty interesting. I need again. I didn't even know like well I did know, but it's interesting to think that I can already draw something like this without purely through understanding of form, right? Which is cool, which is really cool. So let's see. I kind of want to give this guy a wife beater, but at the same time, I have no idea what I'm drawing. Imagine drawing when you can just sleep. Exactly. Well, unfortunately, I'm right here. Everybody's having a goddamn conversation in this chat. See what the fuck? Nice. Okay, cool. Let's see. Yeah, see, like I have a tendency to fuck this up too. Like his cranium, this hat is just wrong. Maybe I can just give it something like this. There you go. The hat's not wrong. It was just misaligned. There you go. There you go. It's attached. Drawing is lame. I agree. It's why I'm dedicating my life to it. No other way to prove something is completely useless than doing it for 40 years and then being like, wait, you guys were right. It's completely fucking useless. Right? I completely agree. But let's maybe, I don't know, add shadows here. What the fuck are shadows anyways? Do I even know what shadows are? No, I don't. I want to be very clear. Like, I'm not memeing. I actually don't know shadows or anything. TBH, fam. TBH. This is all purely, again, understanding of form. All understanding of form, right? It's beautiful. I said it's beautiful. See, again, here I'm like trying to create differences in the hair, right? Gesture, all that shit. It's not useless unless you are Kim Jong-gi. I agree. So I might as well KMS because I am not KJG. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even know what his initials were. Okay, so I have like an idea, but I already fucked it up because I made this guy's head way too big. So I actually don't know what I'm gonna do because he was supposed to be very foreshortened, and you know, like this is a different perspective. Kim Vi-gi, disgusting, but funny in a disgusting way, and like a ha 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 cringe, right? I got you, bro. So, see, I actually fucked up the perspective completely. He was supposed to be super foreshortened. That's the idea that I had. But now we're not even gonna see most of his body. Unless I make him a dwarf. And I did that last time too. I did that last time too. Like I just ended up making a dwarf character. Right? When in doubt, just copy Karl Kapinski here. Let's put a couple lines there. Put a little couple lines there, right? Obviously, he does it because he understands shadows. I'm doing it because I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. So we are not the same. Specifically, I'm better. Right? So let's see. Let's see. It doesn't look too bad on the video actually. That's pretty good. Like it doesn't look too bad. Again, I fucking like I don't know why I keep creating helmets like this. You can't even draw people yet and you're trying foreshortening because I can foreshorten. Foreshorten is simple. Foreshortening is fucking easy. Foreshortening people is difficult, but you don't need to be able to draw people to foreshorten. And I can prove that actually. I'll probably prove it horribly, but I'm gonna prove it nonetheless because I've foreshortened many things before. But we have to push outside of our comfort zone. We have to try to do something we're not capable of doing. Like think about it. I can't draw people, but I drew this, right? Like I can't draw a face, but I drew this. Right? I'm talking about people. I'm talking about people too. You think I misheard you or misread you? Don't test me, boy. I know what I am, and wait, what is it? What the fuck? I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. An elephant is faithful 100%. Gordon, here's a who. Okay, so let's see. Hmm. I think I have to change this story. Well, if you could expand on what you mean by people, that would be nice. Are you saying like you don't know how to draw figures? Why are you trying to foreshorten? I would argue that foreshortening is simple. It's adding the detail and then foreshortening on top of it that's difficult, right? Like I could still probably extremely foreshorten this guy, right? So let's see. I could probably extremely foreshorten this guy, but again, I don't know how to do it on top of a detailed person. I don't know anatomy either, right? So that's the fun part. Is like that's the figuring out part, right? That's the figuring out part. That's the part that I obviously am in the midst of doing. The midst. Let's see. And I want to obviously I want to create some sort of design. Perhaps something can be done, right? Because I like this. I like that I can just treat this as an experiment. I'm not. I don't really get attached to my drawings anymore. Especially like again, it's all about expectations, right? So when you don't expect, you do great. When you do expect is when things start being difficult because your expectations are suddenly I need to have this amazing thing that's supposedly in my mind be on the page. But my only expectation is okay, just try to practice design, try to visualize, right? Try to have some sort of story going, you know? I mean, it's difficult, 100%, because I don't really like people make stories yet. I haven't learned how to draw people yet, like Blue Mars said, right? But that's the fun part is like whether I've done it or not, I can attempt and then I can see where it goes from there, right? And the reality will be that the attempt will probably not will most definitely not be what I want it to be. But the beauty of it is the fact that whether it is or isn't, I'm still making an effort, right? It's all about effort. So that's the fun part. We'll do something like this. Well, see, this is already not that good, but I'm going to try to make it a little bit better. Doesn't mean that it's still good. Exactly. Easiest way to draw a human is to draw Iron Man and erase the suit. I mean, step one, draw the circle. Step one, draw the rest of the animal, right? Same shit, same shit. Let's see. Now this was obviously a mistake, but with this mistake, I could still try to be like, I want to design something. And what I can design is absolutely nothing I fucked up. But see, that is not growth mindset. So maybe I'll darken this out. These were supposed to be scars, but I fucked it up. Because again, I didn't think as clearly as I should have. And that the fucking it's always thinking. Like it's always thinking that is the problem. Right? And lack of is what I mean. So that's okay. That's a good thing. Because again, it's all about understanding our deficits. Right? And this won't make that much sense anymore, and that's fine too. But the fact of the matter is I'm going to keep trying to make something out of whatever I draw. Right? So I hope you're all enjoying this process because I am like really trying hard. I need subscriptions, specifically to my Patreon. Right. Okay, and then we'll see. I'm trying to find like a nice little balance of just adding bullshit here that makes it look mechanical. And yeah, it doesn't look that good. But one thing I've realized from watching or looking at drawings like Kim Jong-il's is the fact that he he has this incredible ability to not be shit, right? So I just have to do the same thing. I literally just have to do the same thing and have to do it for 50 years, and then we've made it. So I feel as if that's a pretty decent explanation, right? And let's see. Let's something like that. And we can do something like this. And I don't know if this is good, to be honest. Like, I actually don't know if this is good, but it's okay. What's Patreon? A service where you can provide your credit card information for zero value in return. It's incredible. Let's see. Let me see. I'm just trying to think. So what does that look like? I'm trying to see if like his arm was like squished, right? I'm just see, this is the beautiful part. And I'm really trying to think of like what that would look like. But it's definitely not going to be good in terms of like accuracy. I can guarantee that. But at the same time, I'm excited to give it a shot, to be honest, because that's the only way that I'm good. Like it's just about trying at the end of the day, right? So I'm just gonna try right now. And let's see, that is something I'll be wrapping around. Vicky, as an unk, what do you think about Gen Zs? Well, technically, I'm a late Gen Z. I was born in 1997, but I think you're all retarded. So, but it's okay. You have the ability to not be by literally getting off your fucking phones and pursuing some sort of skill. You know, it's like like the fucking from my generation, like it all comes from just realizing a lot of Gen Z don't know how to socialize. Like they don't know how to make eye contact and talk to people. At least what we've experienced. You know, this could all be biased. There's obviously going to be a sampling bias. Maybe we're looking for this as well. But what we've noticed is like a lot of Gen Z just don't know how to have normal conversations with people, and they're literally autistic. So if you want to not be autistic, you just got to stop. Just stop the autism. You know. And that comes from purely just being a normal person and having aspirations, skills, trying to constantly talk to people normally, right? That's very simple, you know, very, very simple. But again, I think it's not even the fact that Gen Z is retarded. I think there's just a higher percentage of retards because we're, I'm not even gonna say we, because I thankfully skipped that bullshit, but it's the generation that relies on social media for interactions, right? Like you guys are the first, you guys are basically a fucking test. You know, you're like a bunch of monkeys that the government was just like, okay, like if this technology was released to these dipshits, you know, when their brains were developing, what would it do? The answer would completely fuck them up socially, you know, not allow them the opportunity to develop as every other generation did before them, and it would cripple them in terms of their attention spans. Yeah, exactly. Right. Now, is this true? Is this not true? Who knows? But like either way, this is what's happened. I'm not gonna fucking be like, oh, it's a conspiracy, it's all a conspiracy. But it's just the fact of the matter is this generation is the first generation that's been grown up with social media. And it's fucking pathetic, like what it's done to them. Right. Not that they're pathetic, but again, after a certain point, bro, you are of the age to make decisions for yourselves. You choose whether you want to indulge in these technologies, right? Nobody is putting a gun to your head and saying, "Hey, you must be a social media gooner or we will fuck you up." Nobody's saying that. I'm saying that. I threaten people. They don't listen to me. But technically technically nobody's saying that. See, like, so I fucked up this arm, right? That's pretty good. It's a pretty good fuck up. It's not bad at all. So you can see this guy's carrying a lot of shit. Let's see. Yeah, that's like his bag or his backpack. So that's kind of like the general idea I had. The reason I wanted to foreshorten it is because I wanted to have like him kind of I wanted him to be holding something and looking down, but it's again, it's very easy to be like, "Oh, I wanted it to be like this," but the reality is you're not capable of it being like this because you don't have the skills or the knowledge and the hours and hours and hours and hundreds of thousands of repetitions, hundreds of hours to be able to do that thing you wanted to do. But that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna try, god damn it. Let's see, something like this. Yeah, I think there's honestly, like everybody will have a problem with every generation. That's how it's always been. I think the main thing is just that Gen Z is definitely needs to get their head out of the social media, like stop scrolling. Because you guys are actually completely fucking your attention span. And trust me, I was there too. Up until 4 years ago, that's what my life was like as well. I used to pride myself on having fucking 8 hours of screen time on Reddit, right? Like I literally used to be proud of that. So I get it, you know. But there's more to life than scrolling. In fact, life is literally learning. That's what I've learned. But that's literally what life is, right? And that's why I think art is one of the best things anybody could learn, right? Biased, obviously, but I genuinely think that because art is probably one of the few skills that doesn't actually require um like an extreme amount of tools, to like platforms and all that shit. Obviously, I shill art wad, but you guys can get this information from Broken Draw, maybe me, right? 8 hours on Reddit. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like I was a complete fucking loser. I want to be very clear, right? I say this shit because I've lived it, not because I'm someone special. Maybe like a vein, right? Uh, maybe that's a shadow. Again, I don't really understand shadows at all, but it's kind of just me fucking around, I guess. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I could just turn this into hair. It looks kind of interesting. Not that good, but art is easiest to learn. Yeah, in terms of accessibility, art's definitely the most accessible for sure. I would think. Like it's probably the easiest skill to have the opportunity to self-teach. It is not an easy skill to learn whatsoever, but it is an easy skill to have the opportunity to self-teach, right? So that is an important distinction to make. But like I genuinely think that anybody can learn, like anybody who wants to learn art would have the ability to just be like, I'm getting this brush pen, right? 30 bucks. Okay, you don't want to get 30 bucks for a brush pen? Fucking $2 pen somewhere in the world. Like there's a lot of pens out there that are very cheap. Right. The point I'm trying to make is like art is probably one of the more accessible skills. But the point I'm really trying to make is the fact that if you want to improve your attention span, it's a conscious effort and it's extremely fucking difficult and it is worth it because it's difficult. Right. Now you might be wondering, what is this that you drew? I don't know. I just thought it would look funny if it was attached to his head, right? Such a macho looking guy, and he has like some fucking stupid thing like this. Not that he's that macho looking, but and again, I fucked up his shoulders. But because like look, like the arm is not that wide. I am printing my papers for projects. Noise. And yet you decided to inform me. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Right? How long has it been? If it's been already been an hour, I'm fucked. 34 minutes. Cool. Oh, cool. I did this in 34 minutes. Damn. But I definitely need to think about the perspective and where this is going. Fuck, water ran out. So sad. But yeah, see, because I didn't think I made the face way too big, right? So it's all mistakes, of course, at the end of the day. It's all very, very good mistakes. For me, it's just more about trying to figure out, see, like that's probably a mistake as well. And I have to kind of be like, oh shit, how am I gonna make it work? Right. I make mistakes, it's like so many times, which is good because like yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. But just trying to think. Now the real question is, what am I turning this into? Because I did have another type of perspective in mind, but it's insane how there are 6 people watching. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I can't believe there. I remember back in the day when there'd be like 2 people watching, right? So, that's just crazy to me. I mean, whether you're here and you're an active listener, you have me on the background, you're drawing, welcome as always, welcome, right? I hope you guys are relatively entertained by my bullshit. If not, what the fuck? How fucking dare you not be entertained by me? But just, do I have anything interesting to say today? Absolutely fucking not. Yes, just draw. I'll keep staying here and draw. Uh, but let's see. And again, I'm trying to think about a gesture. My head is like tilted all the way because this goddamn camera's in the way. Let me go back to looking at it straight head on. So yeah, let me try thinking, because like this is supposed to look like a point of tension, and I probably didn't do that well, right? Maybe something like this would make it look a lot more like it has tension in it. Yeah. And now it's like, okay, well, whatever's attached here definitely has, it's like maybe cloth, right? And this is where negative space comes into play, right? So I'm just gonna say what this is gonna be cloth, right? Now you might be wondering, what are these lines you're making? You think I fucking know? You think I know how to draw cloth, bro? Right? This is just pure bullshit. And just to be like, oh look, there are probably things that are inside of this. And this was just from like fucking not even, I don't know. Like this is just me paying attention to cloth a little bit and being like, ah yes, wrinkles look like this possibly. But that kind of looks like cheese more than anything. This is fucking. Yeah, it's all cheese. It's all cheese. I'm cheesing the system, as they say. Right? There you go. Maybe. Maybe it looks halfway decent. Perhaps. Now, the real question is cheesecakes, exactly. The real question is, why did I make this choice without thinking about how it would be attached here? Hmm? Why did I make that goddamn choice? Because it's supposed to be attached to him, is it not? But perhaps that's an opportunity for me to completely ignore and get back to later. We're just gonna draw something else for the time being. Just completely ignore it. I mean, what else is there to do apart from this is a design. This is a design. I just keep coping and telling myself this is a design experiment anyways, right? I was never supposed to draw anything unique. It was just purely design. Wee random shapes there, right? And then something like that. Of course, design and line bars, but that's all we're focused on right now, right? To be honest, I'm very proud of just how my ability to come up with shapes is going. To be honest, yeah, go ahead, get your food, bro. I'm gonna be here for probably another 20 minutes. Like I am actually very happy and proud of myself for that, right? Despite my inability to actually come up with a function for these shapes, I am genuinely very happy of what I've been able to do in terms of like the general readability and the what's it called, like the shapes that I've been coming up with. Right. That actually makes me very happy because it's something I've been working very hard on over the last 4 months. So, and constantly, like you can see it in my fucking channel. Right. Make sure to like, subscribe. But yeah, you can 100% see it. Now, is there, like, does it actually make sense? Probably not. It's okay. It doesn't need to make sense right now. Because again, we're coping that that wasn't the point, right? As long as we acknowledge all of our flaws, we don't have any. I believe that is what all the greats used to say. Right until they were outed for their flaws, of course, but right now I'm just trying to focus on something Wong, right? And I know Kim Jong-un used to do a lot of this, where he kind of like attach things like this, and I like that. makes it look a lot more mechanical. Look at that. It already makes it look so much more mechanical than it previously could have been. And same thing here, right? Just adding little I don't know, divots or whatever the fuck. I don't think those are divots. And then we close this off like so, right? And it looks a lot more mechanical. And then again, we want to add this as a shadow. And I'm saying this purely based on just kind of like the type of shit I've seen that I like. It's like, oh yeah, if you put shadows here, maybe it'll look aesthetic. I won't know. It's just an idea, but I don't know until I try, right? And that's all I'm doing right now. I'm just trying. So it is pretty interesting, honestly. It's kind of like I don't know what I'm drawing, and yet because I understand form a lot better than I used to, it kind of looks quite interesting. I'm back. Very good, very good. But that doesn't mean that it is good, right? Let me actually add some sort of, there you go, some sort of hinge or some shit. That hinge needs to, there you go, we'll have that hinge attached there, right? And we'll have something attached through on that other side. And what else do we want? What else do we want here that will be like, oh, okay, kind of interesting, kind of cool. Um, let's see. Well, first, we could just say that everything is kind of like trying to break out of this, right? Maybe that's why it looks like that, right? We And this is all just me kind of bullshitting around. It actually probably doesn't make much sense. Like, let's be real. It probably definitely doesn't make much sense. Bricked? What the hell are you talking about? I don't understand what those words mean. But I don't know. I'm actually like, for the first time in very long, I think in general, this is probably the first time to this extent, I'm purely thinking intuitively, right? Like purely thinking in terms of intuition and turning into something okay. Right? This is something that a lot of people yearn for, myself included, right? And we'll see. We'll see where that actually takes me. Oh, this right there is like maybe not that good, but see, I'll just continue onwards, not think too deeply about it, right? It's like, okay, I fucked that up. That's cool. See, I still need to think. That's the main thing. I still need to think, right? We don't want to make the mistake of being like, oh, it's all intuition, and then you fuck up your lines and you fuck everything up, and it's like, okay, well, it didn't matter if it was all intuition because you clearly didn't understand or still focus, which I'm still obviously a huge proponent of, is focus, attention, genuinely trying, right? Actually, like making sure my fundamentals are still constantly being applied. Right? Those are all things I'm not gonna suddenly try to forget, even though it's very easy to try and forget that, right? But like this is actually off perspective. We can see here. So if I there you go, that fixed it pretty decently. Let's see. There you go. And then same thing there. That kind of looks interesting. It does look mechanical, that's for sure. It doesn't look too bad at all. But and then I can probably do something like this, right? It really doesn't have to make much sense, but I do like the space I'm allowing whatever I've drawn to have, right? Like that I really do appreciate. Same thing here. You know, this is just like a fucked up pack that this guy is carrying. Why? We don't know. We have no idea. I don't even fucking know, and I'm the one drawing it. I haven't made any story yet, right? So, and maybe we'll even do this. It's a bit further away, but I wanted to draw something there, but it's hard to figure out what it is exactly I'm drawing, right? TBH fam, TBH. There you go. That looks a bit mechanical, right? Should cover that. There you go. There you go. That doesn't look too bad. It's interesting. I actually have no idea where this drawing is going, but I'm finding it relatively interesting right now. Uh, and let it be known, like this is the first time I'm actually drawing through mainly intuition. To be honest, I'm kind of just letting my mind flow. This is what a lot of professional artists call automatic drawing, right? There you go. That's my automatic response to that. So, is it anything spectacular? I don't think so. But is it cool? I think it's cool how I'm in the process of trying to balance thinking and intuition. I think that's actually really cool. Like the fact that like you guys are witnessing that right now. Like you're literally witnessing me discover intuitive drawing, whether it makes sense or not, right? So and it might even be a bit of a bit jarring because you're like, what the fuck? This is the guy's always being anal about drawing his thinking. Like he's always fucking saying that shit. And now he has the audacity to try and be like, look at me, I'm intuitive. Answer is yes. I'm allowed to experiment, god damn it. But let's see. Okay, I really want to create an environment. I made this guy's head too big, but this is problem solving now, right? This is actually the fuck software update available on my laptop. No, thank you. Okay, wonderful. Okay, but this is actually problem solving opportunity. So it's like the problem I'm trying to solve is how do I make this scene be seen? Seen? Anyways, that's lingo from ye olden days, like 6 years ago, I guess. But what can be done, right? Hmm. I had an idea, but I feel as if the idea is kind of just gone now. But who knows? Okay, we'll have to see. Let me just try to okay, because like this guy's foot, like his feet are somewhere down here, probably, right? Like way past down here. So let's think about, yeah, let's think about where we're gonna do with that. While I add these little shadow lines, I guess. Right? What am I gonna do about that? Because I'm not trying to doodle either, right? Like I actually am trying to at least have some sort of thought. Yes, this was my kind of escapism drawing session from my mainline drawing session, but I still want to think. So you know what? I'm gonna change the story a bit. I'm gonna have it so this guy's just some random dude, innocent, generally friendly looking guy. Let's give him a bigger smile. Right? Kind of just like going about his path. Looks pretty chill. Looks like he's enjoying life, and there are perhaps something's gonna happen to him that he isn't aware of. Right? And now I have to establish my horizon line because technically this is like doing its own thing. This was the original horizon line, like this, right? What the fuck was my original horizon line? It was like up here, right? But now the actual horizon line is like clearly something over here. And let's see. Hmm. I want to think about this a bit clearly before I make any sort of choice. Let me, I guess, finish the other side of his. Whatever the fuck this is. Why I always end up fucking turning everybody into a goddamn mech because I have no idea how to draw people yet. As Blue Mars so eloquently stated, right? I just don't know how to draw anybody yet. Right? And then let's see. We had this thingy, right? No, these things. I mean, perspective's still a bit off, but it's okay. It's okay. There you go. And then we'll have the other side of his shoulder come in like that way. Cool. Kind of actually looks like a person. Who would have fucking thought? Right? Not that I know how to draw a person. I want to be very clear. I don't know how to draw figures or people or at all. This is pure form understanding and just general recall of faces and people, like an attempt to recall, right? But now we're gonna change some things because clearly this guy's not the focus anymore. At least not in terms of the story, right? Um, I don't know what I want to do here. Let's just add little cutouts, right? It's kind of like my go-to, I guess. When in doubt, just add a bunch of fucking diagonals. Be like, whoop-de-doo, I'm designing. But still, I am trying to think a decent amount. It's the beautiful part about all of this is like my lines are still very ass. You know, like you guys can see hopefully how ass my lines are. Look at that, look at that. It's not supposed to be that thick. That was not my intent whatsoever, but it was my reality, right? So that's just how it is. Obviously, I want to give this thing a bit of space. So I think I'll just do something like this. There you go. That's the space we're gonna give it. See? And should kind of look like things are attached. And what else? I want to make a nice little negative space around here, but I don't know what. No, wait, make it a straight line. Don't do something stupid. Okay, that's whatever. It's okay. Kind of doesn't make any sense, to be honest, like what I've made, but I'm okay with it not making sense for the time being because I chose that. I chose this to not make any sense, so it's okay. But I mean, it looks like something. Right. This is riveting commentary. This is like this, and that is like this, but this is like this, and that is like this. Incredible fucking genius. I don't know why I don't have a million subs already. God damn it. But we fill in the shadows. Feed the fire. Feed the fire. Okay. Uh, yeah, that looks like something mechanical. We'll leave it be. But it is time to start adding. I want to add depth. Space is something I still struggle with understanding, clearly, right? I kind of this drawing that I did was supposed to be kind of some random bullshit, but then it turned to something that I actually wanted to make legitimate. So now I have to add a story, or I want to add something legitimate. It's already been 50 minutes. How the fuck, right? But hmm, and I don't just want to be adding random bullshit go burr, but my mind is like, just do it, just do it, just add random bullshit and see how much of that brr is happening, right? Something like that. But I don't know. I don't know if that does anything. No, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Okay, so now I have to think because clearly this basically my hour is up. But it was a good stream. I mean, thanks everybody for coming along. Right, I still have like 40 minutes or some shit. No, what the fuck? 10 minutes till I'm done. 10, 15 minutes. I'm just trying to think what, if you're curious as to like, what is he thinking about? How is he approaching this? Well, I want to put this in a scene, right? Like, I actually want to establish some sort of scene. And more than anything, I want to create a sense of scale, right? So that already sounds and is difficult enough because I feel like I really messed up what I was trying to do with this guy. But clearly, this is my horizon line, right? And hmm, like this looks like it's attached for sure, but I don't think there's any weighted physics occurring, right? So, oh, maybe this guy's a slave. He could be a slave, actually. Maybe if we want to get a little bit more morbid, we can make these eyes very, very sad, and his expression very sad. That changes. Like, look how that actually already changes him to look a bit more kind of fucked up. There you go. He already looks a bit more depressed. That's crazy how it's just a few lines. The weird helmet mind controls him. You know what? Maybe. Blue Mars is still here. She fucking came in, called me shit, left, and now she's giving me ideas. Genius. But maybe it does control him. So because it does control him, we have to make sure it's evident that it does control him. There you go, something like this. Right? What else? Just something that kind of insinuates that this is like alive. I don't know if that looks super legitimate, but maybe even this can be teeth, right? And I feel as if this might be fucking up the design a little bit. There you go. Maybe that looks interesting. Maybe. Oh, fuck, I tried doing like the nose cavity that you see in skeletons. Kind of didn't work there, but and then we'll do the AOT eyeshadow things. Maybe. You gave me a good idea. Unfortunately, I don't think yeah, I feel as if there's too much going on here now. Like, I definitely think I fucked it up, but or maybe I didn't fuck it up and I just need shadows here. And we'll add like, we can even add like little veins. There you go. That already kind of looks more. Yeah, that already kind of looks a bit better. At least maybe. I don't know. I don't know much about design, so I can't really say that yes, I have done it, but right. Just kind of what if I just add little highlights in the hair? Interesting. Don't know what the fuck I'm doing exactly, but I mean, if anything, it's cool contrast, I guess. Right? Somebody validate me, goddammit. It's interesting. That's all I can say. It's like it's not bad. Hmm. No. What do you mean no? How fucking dare you? I did all that for you and I get a fucking no? You piece of shit. God damn it. I'm never listening to my fans again. Are you even a fan? You're just here to sabotage me? That's whatever. I'm gonna steal my mind. Never get hurt by a fan ever again. Actually, you know what? I think that looks pretty cool. Go fuck yourself. Thanks for the idea, fucker. But let's see. Yeah, that actually doesn't look too bad. Obviously, it could use more oomph, but it's okay. Yeah, there you go. That actually looks pretty cool, I think. Uh, let's see. I mean, a great way to kind of make it look as if he is being controlled would probably be to have maybe some sort of wiring or some shit here. right? To be like, whoa, look at that. He is being controlled. Ooh. Right? Obviously, I'm actually trying to actively think about negative space now. So it's yet to be seen whether this looks cool or unique, but I guess it's not really about that anymore, anyways. It's just about whether I can fucking just draw without hurting myself. The answer is no. He 100% has nothing but disdain. Uh, honestly, it doesn't look too bad. Like, considering I don't know how to draw anything, not too bad, right? We have to have our standards low. So everything we do is like, wow, I'm a fucking god. I can't believe I did that. But either way, that's pretty cool. Let's see, fucking shadow this up too. What else is there? What other bullshit can I keep adding? Mm, okay, see, now I'm just doodling, so I'm gonna let it go because my lines are just mediocre and they're really fucking things up. See, I don't even know where the shadows on the faces are. So like, would something like this even make sense? Maybe. Who fucking knows? Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it, he says as he keeps drawing on it. Now leave it, I guess. um, I don't know. I feel as if like whatever I've done, it doesn't really mean anything, so it's fine. Isn't that the cop out? I thought we agreed this was the cop out. It doesn't matter because it's all shit anyways. Ha 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 ha. But I guess I'll leave it here because like it's what it is, right? Finished it off. I think Kim Jong-il used to, yeah, he would do shit like this to show reflections, like random stuff like that, which does work. Funny enough, what the fuck? Uh, what else? Maybe more wrinkles on this thing, right? We need a clear way to differentiate what's happening here, which I'm not doing right now, so I should probably leave it. But yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I definitely think I played around with shapes a good amount, which is something I'm happy about, right? Oh, look, that already kind of makes it look like it was all attached, which is pretty good, actually. But who would have thunk? Who would have thunk? Let's see. What else? What else can I say that's so riveting in my commentary? Let's see. Yes. Okay, how about a line there just for shits and giggles? There you go. That's a good shits and giggles line. There you go. Okay, this is actually looking pretty decent. I still do not have any idea what I'm gonna do about the space, like the actual space involved, but we'll see. We'll see. I think I'm done for now. It's been an hour, right? That was a good drawing session. I actually accomplished a decent amount in terms of just random shit I wanted to draw, right? I feel as if honestly they should all be in shadow, so I think I'll just do that. And the thing is, I'll be very clear. I don't know, right? I don't have the knowledge, the prerequisite hundreds of goodbye, Blue Mars. She's just fucking ready to leave. But I don't have the hundreds of repetitions and the prerequisite knowledge to make a sound decision that's confident that yes, these are all going to be hatched in shadow. But I do think that generally, like, if this is going to be overlapping, then yeah, like this is probably in shadow, right? That kind of makes sense to me. Is it some fucking like genius divine providence that came upon me? No, not at all. But it is something that I think makes relative sense and adds depth, which is obviously welcome, right? Yeah, I think that already made a pretty big difference, to be honest. Yeah, that actually made a pretty big difference. But yeah, if anybody else is here, hope you enjoyed, right? I don't know what the fuck to do with this moving forward, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just turn this all dark. But this is art, in my opinion. Like this kind of when you've reached a level of, and I'm not saying my level is anything impressive, but I'm saying like I'm at a point now where there's a little bit of technical proficiency, and it allows me to kind of do my best to push past my existing boundaries, if that makes sense. Like the fact that I don't know how to draw a face yet, I drew something that kind of looked like a face. The fact that I don't know how to draw, well, this doesn't really look like cloth, so I'm not really going to use that as an example. But I tried, right? Like I don't know how to draw, like essentially everything you see here. I actually don't know how to draw, like what, but it's starting. It kind of ended up looking similar to it, right? Like those like shapes, if that makes sense. So I'm pretty proud of that. I'm genuinely pretty proud of that, and I think it's a testament to the power of form and of shape manipulation and how far that can take you, like and of line, right? So, and this is before I've actually formally studied any of these things, because I want to be very clear. I will be studying them, but this is before I studied them, right? And that's actually the very interesting part. Is like before I've actually spent, you know, fucking the next 2 years, 2 years to really understand portraiture. I already drew something that kind of looked like a face. You know, before I even spend the 2 years after that practicing figure and understanding figure, I'm already starting to draw something that kind of looks like a shoulder, right? Kind of understanding the neck veins or whatever the fuck, right? Like it's all a big kind of right now, but the fact that I'm doing it is like the testament to form. You know what I mean? Like it's the testament to the fundamentals. And like I'm trying to add some asymmetry here to the neck area. Because again, like I'm very enamored by Kim Jong-un, and I see he does stuff like this. Right? It's like, okay, well, his is obviously way more intentionally designed, but what's stopping me from at least attempting? Like, what's really stopping me from even attempting to do something similar to that? Not much, really. Not much at all. And then I'm gonna end it with this. We're gonna actually say this guy's like he's genuinely controlled up the wazoo, as the youngins say. There you go. See, this is the fucking, I guess the Iron Man comment came back full force. Right? This is definitely the fucking the star the what is it, the Mach 1, the V1 Stark suit. Right. And obviously this is also because I'm really into hard surface. So that's why I ended up kind of going in this direction without really meaning to, but ended up doing it anyways. Right. So cool stuff. Let's see. And yeah, there's asymmetry here, which I like. I do like a little bit of asymmetry. Um, it allows for, you know, further experimentation to occur. I'd like to believe, and that doesn't mean that there has to be consistency. Maybe this the beauty is like everything I'm doing is just like a giant question mark, right? And while I'm doing it, I'm also just trying to think like, okay, how can this be designed decently? How can it be like this? How can it be like that? Right? And I made a mistake here, but I'm gonna have to commit to it anyways, and just there you go. Now it seems like they're relatively more attached, right? Something like that. And we will stop this. I know I said I'm going to stop drawing, but fuck, I got caught up in this. God damn it. I didn't mean to do that to myself. But here we are now. Here we are. Here we are. That's the end of the song. There you go. And what about this? What about something like we? And again, like I know it doesn't make much sense in terms of like connecting to the guy, but it's not bad. I'm really just trying to like find a nice balance in terms of design, right? And of course, the main thing is still my lines. We and yeah, kind of starting to look like something for sure. Oh, forgot to add this. There you go. That's one thing I really like about Kim Jong-il's drawings, and something I'm constantly trying to add to my drawings is like kind of these little small mistakes, right? Which make it seem a lot more, in my opinion, it makes it, and it's not as if like I'm intentionally being like, yes, everything is a mistake, but I do feel as if it makes it seem a lot more personable in the sense that's like, oh, okay, like the mistakes are just part of the process, right? And that's personally what makes it interesting to me, right? Especially when it comes to these little imagination drawings, you know, there's a lot of mistakes here, but that's okay. He copes valiantly. He copes. Fuck, that was a huge mistake. That line was not supposed to be that thick, but now I made it that thick, we'll make the other ones kind of thick as well, right? So it's like, oh yeah, they're all like that. Look, it's normal. And let's see, maybe nah, see that actually fucked the perspective a little bit. But that's me. That's my fault. That's an actual mistake that I didn't want to make, right? Which is an actual perspective mistake, not kind of like things overlapping um type of mistake. But but here's like something again. I really like what he does, and this is why I'm gonna just try to see if I can do it too, right? While obviously keeping the lines relatively intact. You said you were leaving 10 minutes ago. You said you were leaving 10 minutes ago as well. All right, what do you say to that? What do you say to that? And there you go. Like something that's sort of attached to it, maybe? Maybe that's something else. Maybe that's just a huge mistake that I didn't know how to account for. But and here I can kind of maybe account for this mistake that I made by doing something like this. Right? Kind of cool. Uh, these kind of look like they don't really have a purpose. So we're gonna give them a purpose by doing something like this. Right? I don't know, fucking arc reactor or some shit. This was made in a cave with a box of scraps. Hilarious. There you go. Oh yeah, this middle one too. That's pretty important. There you go. And then I guess like this is where the asymmetry comes into play, where it's like, what the fuck? Everything here is shadow, everything here is shadow. Okay, whatever. Kind of interesting. Nothing impressive, right? Uh, and at this point, my brain is just not even working. Like I'm not even thinking properly. So we should probably leave it because that's just an indication. I was leaving because I thought you were. Oh, you're so senti. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now I'm officially done. But it looks unique, the man said. Let's see, and then we'll just attach it like so there. There you go. This is like the little attachment, and we'll shadow the rest that isn't attached. Yeah. Well, I still struggle a lot with keeping my lines clean. But there you go. Okay. Looks like something. Is there anything on the other side that I'm missing? I'll leave blue Mars, don't you worry. I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything I'm missing on the other side. I don't think so. Fuck it, let's just add one more circle around these. When in doubt, just keep fucking up the drawing. There you go. Looks so weird. There you go. Same thing I'll do on this side. Ta-da! It's kind of like that's like random bullshit, Gober. That's like the mind will look at this and be like, oh, it's like random mechanical shit, right? Like same with here. It'll just be like, oh, okay, it's just random mechanical things. I don't need to pay attention to that. It's just random mechanical things, right? That's kind of what I'm trying to do there. Just like, oh, like random mechanical things. And hopefully it's working. But yeah, like again, the perspective is relatively off. That's why I'm gonna add that to make it look not as off. Wait, did I fuck that perspective up? Shit, hold up. Okay, now that definitely looks like random mechanical thing. That made a huge difference. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Hope you guys liked it, or doesn't really fucking matter whether you like it or not. I thought it was pretty cool. So that was a good drawing. Hope you at least drew along, enjoyed the really shitty commentary. Thank you. So yeah, with that being said, fucking my only went 15 minutes over. So you know what? That's not bad. But overall, it doesn't look too bad on the stream either, to be honest. Yeah, good job. Thank you. If you didn't message me that good job, my fucking day would have been ruined. Thank you. Blue Mars, thank you so much. So, with that being said, as always, fuck you for. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to say a whole bullshit. Yeah, I hope you put a lot of effort in. I hope you tried, blah, blah, blah. Seriously, though, I hope you tried, had a good time. Anyways, as always, fuck you for watching. Keep drawing, and please, give me money. Fuck.